am doing amazing. How are you? Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday to you as well. And thank you for allowing the book toasters at Community Library of Mississippi to interview you today about your fabulous book, You Are My Sunshine.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here and talk with you.
Okay, so I'm Meredith Coleman McGee, a book toaster and also the chair of Community Library of Mississippi. Can you, Jaleissa, tell the audience who you are, the name of your book, and how they can buy it?
Absolutely. So my name is Jaleissa Speight. Born and raised in Michigan. I live now close to the Detroit, Michigan area. And 3 years ago, I found out that I was going to become a mom. And I'd always wanted to write a book, just never really had the passion, if you will, to actually finish the process all the way through. And so once I found out about my son coming up, when he was around 3 months old, I actually sat down one night and I just started writing. The intent was to write like an open letter that just kind of explained to him how much, I loved him as his mother. And, it was kind of like my promise to always be there, that we were going to kind of navigate life challenges together. And so after I wrote that letter, this was just going to be something I framed up on his wall and became part of our bedtime routine at night for me to read it to him. But after I was reading it over a couple of days after I wrote it, I had the idea of, what if this was a children's book, sort of, simply because what I noticed when I was actually, trying to buy books and things like that when I was pregnant with him is that there was a lack of representation for African-American kids, especially to see books with characters that look like them. And so long story short, I reached out to a publishing company, pitched the idea, and then 6 to 9 months later, you have You Are My Sunshine, which is available on my website, www.RMYSONSHINE.org.
Okay, fabulous. Now, when I went on Amazon, your first 5-star review, I didn't write the whole review because it was a few, but it says, a good way to express love for our sunshine, as in S-O-N, sunshine. So that's like a catchphrase, a sunshine. And I was really impressed with the name. How did you come up with this title?
So he passed away and when he passed away, a year to the date that he passed away is actually when I found out the gender of my son. And so I always joke that, my sunshine, which is my grandfather, that he sent me my sunshine, S-O-N, because my son actually has characteristics that are just like how he used to act and behave and things of that nature. So that's kind of where it came from, is that my sunshine sent me my sunshine.
Grandfather. So, and what kind of characteristics does your son have similar to your grandfather?
So my grandfather, he was a big jokester. He was serious about certain things, but he liked to have fun. He liked to play and things of that nature. And so, like I said, he had these big blue, bright eyes, these big blue eyes. And so my son, although my son's eyes aren't blue, they're really big and bright like my grandfather's. And then he just laughs and jokes. He likes to kind of make light of certain situations just to kind of, draw attention to himself. And he captures the room when he walks in. And that's exactly how my grandfather was. As soon as he walked in, you knew it was either he was going to be coming with a joke or he was going to do something to make you laugh, just to make light of everything. So he definitely has lots of characteristics just like him.
Wow. Now you see this page?
Yes.
That's just page number 1. If you fall down, I will be there to pick you up.
Absolutely.
I just love that. And I just love it because this is such a positive book about a Black son. And in this day and age, to have something so positive for our Black sons is just extra, extra. And also, you even give parenting guides at the end. Could you tell us a couple of those tips that you give to parents about what they could do with their babies?
Absolutely. So when the book was actually published, this was during the time of Black Lives Matter and when a lot of things like that were happening. So it was really important for me to make sure that not only do I feel like sometimes in the African American household, the word love and affection, that's not something that's talked about enough. So I wanted to make sure that, the book focused on children, knowing that they're loved, that that they matter, and also making sure that, we're teaching them at an early age that at the end of the day, as long as you show up every single day as the best version of yourself, that's all anybody can expect of you to do. So I wanted to make sure the book conveyed that. But then pre-COVID, I was really big. My son loves to be outside. And so we tried to do lots and lots of activities that didn't necessarily have to cost you a lot, but still let you kind of make memories and things like that together. So there's a list of activities that me and my son used to do together and we still do together. As well as when I was pregnant with him, I used to sing a song to my belly every single night that actually goes to the tune of the song, You Are My Sonshine. And so that song is there as well as at the end of the book for moms to sing to their little ones.
Yes, I saw that. Yes, and so like some of the things in the back, it says go to the park, take a music class, go to the zoo, go to a summer festival or carnival, read a book. And then that's very important, reading to our children. And you told me that you read bedtime stories to your son as well as your newborn.
Yes, so I have a daughter as well. She was born in 2020. And so every night, it's funny because my son, he loves the You Are My Sunshine book. I don't think he's quite grasped the fact yet that the book, is about him or for him. We'll have that conversation as he gets a little bit older because he's only 3 right now. But he loves to, turn the pages, we read it together and things of that nature. But my daughter, she also gravitates towards the book. And I'm not sure if it's just because she sees him, him reading it and things of that nature, or because I also used to sing the same song that's at the end of the Sunshine book. I used to sing that to my belly when I was pregnant with her too. So she recognizes the song and reacts to the song when we sing it at nighttime too. But yeah, we definitely try to read as much as we can, especially at bedtime. Each one of them will get to, go and pick out a bedtime story and then we'll read it together.
Oh, that's fabulous. So some of the lyrics says, Mommy loves you, yes, I do. What do they sing along with you?
They do. So my son, he fills in the words. A lot of times I'll like sing one line and I'll just kind of wait and sit back to see if he's going to jump in. My daughter, she will sing the yes, I do part. But yeah, he actually fills in the blanks and things like that. So it's really, really cool, especially as he gets older, just to be able to see things that I was doing when he, wasn't even here yet in the physical form. But things that I was doing just to kind of prep for him. It's nice to be able to see how much he engages and reacts to them, as he gets older. Because yeah, he absolutely he loves to sing and do all that kind of stuff anyways, which is another thing that reminds me of my grandfather, just kind of being the life of the party. And so he dances to it and has like his own little choreography and everything that he does to the song.
And he's 3 and going on 4, and your daughter's 1.
Yes, so my son will be 4 in July and my daughter will be 2 in August.
Oh, okay. They're both getting towards another age. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about the publishing process for you as a new author. How was the process?
So when I decided to, kind of turn this idea into a book, I literally had no clue where to start. I didn't have the slightest idea about what the publishing process was. But at the end of the day, I'm the type of person where I'm not scared to take a risk and kind of, I'll try anything for the first time. So I remember actually coming across a friend that I went to high school with, her social media page. And at that time, she had just announced that she had published a children's book in honor of her father. And so I remember going to her page and kind of getting the information about the publishing company she used. And so I looked them up. I actually used Mascot Books. That's the name of the publishing company that I worked with on the book. And so I reached out to them. Literally, when you go on their website, the first thing that you see on the website is this big display that says submit your book idea. And so I submitted the idea. It asked me, about my manuscript and things like that. And at this time, I already had the story written. And so I submitted it. An agent reached out and we had a couple of initial conversations just so I could kind of like understand like how we would work together. So it was nice for me because I knew that it was going to be a children's book. And I knew that in order to have a children's book, you got to have illustrations. And so I had already did some initial legwork to try to find like a illustrator on my own and price them out. And so for me, it just made more sense at that point in time, since I wasn't familiar with the process, to work with them, because the deal and agreement that I had with them, it included using one of their illustrators. It included, of course, the editing process, making sure everything got published correctly with all the different online platforms, distribution, warehouse, all of that stuff was inclusive. And so for me, since I was learning how it worked, it just made the most sense to try to leverage their resources.
Well, the illustrations are absolutely fabulous.
Yes. And what's funny is that
yes,
what was nice about working with them is that they literally give you like a listing of maybe like 10 to 15 different illustrators that, partner with them. And so you're able to actually have them basically send you over like a storyboard so you can kind of see, how they draw and things of that nature. Because I wanted to make sure that the characters in the book, quote unquote, resembled me and my son, but I didn't want an exact duplication. But then I've also seen, other books where they have like African-American characters and, they either look like cartoonish or like, the pigment and things like that as well. So that was something that was really important to me to make sure that, the characters looked like us, but didn't look exactly like us. So yeah, being able to like kind of pick through, their portfolio, if you will, and be able to choose which illustrators you wanted to work with. That was really a fun process to go through.
Right. It's always good to have options,
Absolutely.
Yes. And also you work with editors and publishers to do, what do you call this? The pick list. Tell us a little bit about that process.
Yeah. So in addition to myself being an author and, me working to expose and promote You Are My Sonshine to others, I also am involved in the coaching process to help other aspiring authors be able to get their ideas published. And so one of the things that I'm really big on is resources and making sure that whatever I can do is going to be valuable and an asset to others. And so back here in January, I came up with the idea of the editor and publisher pick list, which is basically I collaborate with editors and publishers on a monthly basis to be able to provide a digital book for authors and writers that I distribute, through email marketing and network through my social media pages and groups that I'm a part of, in order to be able to give authors that maybe you need an editor right now, or maybe you're going to need one soon once you finish up your current project that you're working on. But sometimes I know in my experience, finding an editor and then trying to decide what publishing option to use, it can be like a stressful process on top of the writing process. And so in order to alleviate that sometimes unnecessary stress, they kind of have like a pool of industry professionals that they can work with and, pull from in order to help their project continue moving.
Okay, now tell us again the name of your book and how people could buy it.
So the name of the book is You Are My Sonshine, and sunshine is spelled S-O-N. In addition to the book, we also do have other merchandise that's available on our website. So we have the signature You Are My Sonshine mask for children, as well as we have our signature coloring book. All these things are available on the website, in addition to the shirt that I have on, which they do come in children's sizes. So it's mommy and me matching t-shirts. But all of that is available on our website, which is www.theletterU, So you can find the book there as well as all of our other merchandise, even includes our tote bags that we have to carry everything in.
Yeah, so show us the products again, tell us the prices.
Yep, absolutely. So the book here is $16.95. It's hardcover, so it definitely, is durable and will last. The coloring book, our signature coloring book, is $9.95. We also do have bundle deals that are available on the website. We have the Mommy and Me t-shirts. The adult shirts start at $20, and then you also have kids shirts that you can get as well. And then we have our signature mask, and our signature mask is $10. So all of those are available on the website, as well as this past week, I did just roll out some bundle packages. So it definitely helps with savings, and you're able to get multiple products. And then for those that are going to catch this on the replay, and you guys are tuning in and interested in getting any of the products, I will also be sharing I'll be sharing a promo code that you guys can use on the website to get additional savings if you happen to, catch the interview.
Okay, wonderful. Now, you're also a graduate of Wayne State University in Business Administration and with a minor in communication. So
Yes.
Tell the audience what you have learned since you published this book about how to market a book and the products that go with it.
So marketing and promotion is something that's never ending. So one of the things that I think is kind of like the biggest misconception when you publish a book and you happen to partner with a publishing company is that you don't have to worry about marketing. And that's untrue. So you definitely, as the author, you're going to have to put yourself out there. And it's actually been a learning experience for me over the past 3 years, because when I decided to go down this route, I actually never had the idea of making You Are My Sonshine a brand or a business in mind. I just wanted to publish the book, and that was kind of it. So I always tell people now, authors, especially that I work with, is that make sure you have like a game plan in the very beginning, because you never know what direction it's going to go. So you want to always be ready. And so for me, I kind of feel like 3 years later, I'm still playing catch up, simply because I didn't have the right mindset when I initially decided to go down this route. And so I've, over the past couple of months, been working with a marketing coach, which she's super, super awesome and super creative at, different strategies to help with marketing the book. But one of the things I've had to get out of my own way on is just being okay being in the spotlight. I'm actually naturally a passive person. I kind of like to be behind the scenes and don't really like to be in front of the camera. But at the end of the day, it's my book. So the best person to be able to share the story about the book is me, since I wrote it. So being able to put myself out there and, just kind of let people get to know me a little bit, because when they get to know you and they connect and relate to you as a person and an individual, that draws them to, what you're able to produce as far as your books and things of that nature. So definitely have learned to, like I said, get out of my own way and just kind of be open to sharing. And then at the end of the day, everything else kind of comes along. The additional products that we've been able to produce, I didn't have any intention in the very beginning when I released You Are My Sonshine, the book, to have anything else. It was just going to be a book. So like I said, it just naturally kind of has a domino effect to grow into other things. And you just have to be ready to navigate with it, whatever direction it goes.
What are your next events for your book and merchandise?
So the next thing that we're actually going to be doing, we are gearing up to do a lot of partnering with a lot of mommy bloggers. And then we're actually gearing up for a reprint of the book, because right now inventory is super low in the warehouse. So for those of you that are watching this that may have already purchased the book, thank you so much. We're gearing up for a reprint of it. And then the next thing that we're going to be working on is actually Sunshine's not going anywhere, but I am going to be working on book number 2, which is going to be geared more towards mommies. So definitely tune in and make sure you're following us on social media, so that you can make sure that you are the first to know when that is coming.
Okay. So again, if you're just tuning up, we're talking to a new children's books author who is a mother of two, and the name of her book is "You Are My Sunshine," and her name is Jaleissa. Say the last name.
Jaleissa Speight.
Speight. Okay.
Yeah.
Jaleissa Speight, and you are from Detroit. You live in
So
Detroit.
I'm actually was born in Saginaw, which is about an hour and 30 minutes away from Detroit. So I was born and raised there. And then over the past 8 years, I've been down in the Detroit area.
Okay, very good, very good. And she her children's book is "You Are My Sonshine," son SON, dedicated to her first child, which was a son. And
Absolutely.
also she has the merchandise, mask, t-shirts, the t-shirts for the mother and the children, as well as what's the other product you have?
We have the mask, the t-shirts. We also have the coloring book, and then we have tote bags as well. So you can make sure you got something to keep everything in. But then also it's really nice, especially to function as like a diaper bag, where, you know, just kind of like a carry to go bag when you need things, something to put things in.
Right, the tote bag. That's right. That's why I saw that on your blog. You have the tote bag. You have the hardback book, which is full color. Yes. And then you have the coloring book, which is the images of everything in the book in black and white, so you can color it, right?
Yes.
What else is this?
Yep. So the coloring book is, you know, black and white version of the book. So that way you can, you know, sometimes, you know, you may, if you're like my son, he likes to color and draw. So having a coloring book that resembles the book is a nice compliment.
Right. Okay. So thank you for this interview. Tell people one more time the name of your book and how much your products cost and where they can buy it. And they also can buy it on Amazon.
Yep. So the book is available on Amazon. It's also available on Walmart.com. But if you're interested in any of the other merchandise that we have to go along with it, you can get it at www.u, the letter U, the letter R, MYSONSHINE.org, and that would be the You Are My Sunshine book, which is a hardcover. It is $16.95, as well as we have our signature children's masks, which are $10. We also have the You Are My Sunshine coloring book, which is $9.95, and the Mommy and Me t-shirts, which the t-shirts start off at $20 for adults.
Okay, well, thanks so much. Thank you for coming, and I want to encourage the audience to buy this book all for your sons. It's just a great book, and it's also encouraging to parents as well. You Are My Sunshine. You can find it wherever you buy books, and the son is SON, as in a male child.
Yes,
a boy.
SON.
Rather than son, so it's an easy thing to remember. You Are My Sunshine.
Right.
Wherever you buy books. Jaleissa Speight, thank you so much. And
thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Okay, then have a great day.
You too. Talk to you soon.
I sure will. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.